What's up, guys? Welcome back to A Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. Welcome to the channel. For those of you that just subscribed, and for those that are thinking about subscribing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Why not? Give me a chance. Yeah, guys, I finally made it 4 days to get here from Los Angeles to Chicago. It was actually, let's say, a little over 3 days, but I wasted 5 hours during that accident that if you go back and watch the video, the last video I posted before this one, it was a bad accident and I was stuck in traffic for 5 hours. And then I got here, and when I got here yesterday also, I still had some time left over when I unloaded. So it wasn't a full 4 days, it was like 3 days really. But anyways, I'm here. The temperature on my trailer dropped below the threshold, below the temperature that they wanted it to unload. They wanted it to unload, be here at 170 degrees. It had dropped to 165. This is a temperature sensitive load. If you guys, for those of you that are not truck drivers or not tanker drivers, if y'all don't know, some of these loads that we carry are hot loads. Anything over 100 degrees has to have the hot placards on there and let you know that there's you know, hot product inside here. So if it's 100 degrees or more, you have to have the placard. If it's below that, then you don't have to. Now this is not a hazmat load. Only because there is a placard on here doesn't mean it's a hazmat load. So yeah, I didn't have to worry about I didn't go through any tunnels, but I didn't have to worry about truck routes, you know, I mean hazardous routes or tunnels or none of that type of stuff, because I was able to just go straight through, and that is excellent. I like it when it's like that. But yeah, guys, so what I did was, when I showed up last night, they have these lines that I'll show y'all later on. They have these lines that you hook up to the trailer, and what it does is it steams. The bottom of the trailer has these coils that gets hot with the steam, and it makes the product get warm inside. So they had to do that. They got it up to 175 degrees last night, and got here to the customer. Cool people here, cool guys here where I'm unloading. The guy here, he said that he actually needs it to be a little hotter, so he hooked up his own steam line, and it's actually heating up right now. The other thing that sucks about this is it's going to be a 4-hour process to offload. Normally it's like 1.5 hours to 2 hours the most at most places, but he said it takes about 4 hours to 5 hours to offload sometimes, because this stuff is like molasses. It's just super thick, and that's why they get it, you know, they get it hot. So yeah, guys, right now I'm just gonna get out of the truck. Everything's already pretty much hooked up. We just gotta hook up my line to their line, and it'll be ready to offload. But he says the lab is gonna take a couple hours, so he said if I want to just go ahead and go get something to eat, I can go get something to eat. And there's a place to eat right across the street, so I'm gonna go grab me a bite to eat, and then I'll be back and I'll start offloading. I'll see you guys a little bit later, because I'm going to show you, that way I can show you the difference between the different trailers that we haul. I'm pretty sure we don't have all the different trailers that we haul, but we'll have at least 3 of them that I know of, which will be an insulated trailer, which is what I have now, a non-insulated trailer, and an ISO trailer, or an ISO tank. So when we get back to the yard, I'll go through all that and I'll show you guys the difference between one and the other. So yeah, guys, let's get offloaded, and then we'll get back to y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, we finally got offloaded. Oh my God, that was a long offload time. From 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. That is not normal in the industry. I mean, not normal in the loads that I've done. That's probably the longest I've ever offloaded. When there's not a problem with the product, when there is a problem with the trailer or something else, then I have taken longer once before. Or maybe you show up and the load's not scheduled till later, or they don't have the room for the product. That's the only time that I've ever had to wait that long. But yeah, that one took forever. All right, guys, so we're back at the yard, and like I said, I was going to come show you guys the most common trailers that we use in this company, and mostly in the industry. This is what to haul chemicals, these are the most common. We have the non-insulated trailers, and then on this side we have the insulated trailers. Now, if you can see the insulated trailer, you can push into it, which kind of lets you know that there's insulation There's the metal on the inside, insulation, and there's metal on the outside. So that is to keep your products that you're hauling cold, or hot, mostly hot. I don't know why I said cold, but that's for the products to stay nice and warm if they're loaded at a certain temperature. I don't know why my trailer dropped temperature so quick. It shouldn't have, but it did, whatever. The non-insulated trailers, well, you can't put anything that's really temperature sensitive because there's nothing to keep it warm, or you know, whatever they want it to be, warmer or cooler or whatever. There's nothing to be able to control that. So these are the main two that we normally run, and then also we run these right here, which is called an ISO. An ISO is basically just the top part. The bottom part is actually, it's a two-part, because the top part is the ISO, the bottom part is the chassis. Basically how that works is you go to the port, and then you go over there with the chassis, and then you go to the port, and then they'll drop the ISO on there, and then there's some what are they called, like there's like these little deals that come up into the ISO and you turn them. Can't remember the name right now. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And then once you're done offloading this product, you go back and you take the ISO back to the port, and they take the ISO off, and then you leave with the chassis only. Pins. These are the ones that are used. So basically, they come up, and then you turn them, and when you turn them, they'll clip right in there, and they'll grab the ISO. So, well, got a little greasy, no big deal. All right, so let's get back to the steaming of my trailer. So since I showed up and the temperature wasn't really where it was supposed to be, it needed to be a little warmer, I had to go steam the trailer. Actually, I steamed when I got here. When I got here to the yard, I actually steamed, and this is where you hook up the steam right here. So you hook up the steam right there, and it runs. There's a pan underneath the whole trailer that has, you know, they're like little lines that run underneath the trailer, and that's what the steam heats up so it could get the product hot. Now, we could also run our trucks. We run antifreeze from the truck to the tank. Actually, the connections are in the front, and you can run antifreeze, which your truck's going to be the one that's heating the product, which is not really heating it, it's just maintaining it. At some points, it can actually even get it cooler, because if the product is 200 degrees and your truck's only at 120, or you know, whatever, it's gonna make the product get cooler. So that's not a good thing. I'll show you right here, right now, real quick. Right here. So these right here is where you hook up the truck. They call it in transit heat, which is basically heat while you're in transit, while you're on the way. There's a little bit of process to doing that. You come back to the yard, it's the best thing. They have a little pump, and then they put antifreeze in the whole bottom of the trailer. They put antifreeze in the whole bottom of the trailer, and they pump it, and then they connect one side, and on the other side they leave it open, so it can all go in there, and then basically purge, and go make the antifreeze go all through the whole trailer, and then you'll see it pour out the front. You're good to go. You connect your truck, you take off. If you don't do it that way, you have to do it manually. Go to a truck stop, get a whole bunch of gallons of antifreeze, and then you pour it in the truck, let it go for a little while, pour it in the truck, let it go for a little while. When you think you got it going, you take off, and then your check engine light comes on and your stop engine light comes on, because it's already lowered beyond the point where it's supposed to be, and then your truck can potentially stop again or stall somewhere because it doesn't have antifreeze, according to it, right? So you have to pull over, open the hood, pour some more in there, go along the way, wait for it to happen again, go in there, pour some more in there. So it's a hassle. Just come to the yard, let them do it, and you don't have to really deal with it too much. You might have to stop one time, but you're not going to stop 5, 6, 7, or 8 times. So, and like I had a cousin of mine that he he did it, and he actually lost his radiator cap and never found it. So he had another problem on top of that, and he had to go and find a radiator cap, which I think was a weekend, and he really couldn't find one. I think he finally found one and got that taken care of, but he lost it while he was doing the in-transit heat. I mean, it happens. So guys, this is a little more into into the world of a tanker, into our world, what we do as a tanker or chemical drivers or chemical whatever. This is a little more a glimpse into our world. There's a lot more to it, but it's not anything that it's not possible to do. So if you guys want to come out here and do this and become tanker, hauling tankers or whatever, it is totally possible. You just got to make up your mind that this is what you want to do, and there's it's pretty rewarding. It's been good for me. I've made decent money doing it. Yes, it is dangerous sometimes, but we'll talk about that on another video as far as the dangers that comes with these, not only the chemicals that we deal with sometimes, but just driving with a tanker, which you guys might already think about that it could be dangerous. And yes, it could be. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but yeah guys, that'll be for another video. Hopefully you guys kind of, when you're going down the road and you see one of these tanks, you'll know that this is an insulated tank, and you'll know that this is a non-insulated tank, and you'll know that back there is an ISO tank that comes off of a ship. So hopefully you guys learned a little something today, and guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell. Help me out, help me get to that next level on YouTube, and let us all keep learning and enjoying being out here on the road. That being said, love you guys, peace, and I'm out.